There's something different about 2026, not because the world suddenly changes, but because men are changing. Quietly, patiently, intentionally. This isn't about motivation. This isn't about trends. 2026 is a comeback year for men who didn't quit, even when no one noticed their effort. If you've been rebuilding in silence, this video will make sense. Welcome to Men Uncovered. Point 8. Men who played the long game. 2026 is a comeback year for men who stopped rushing life. Men who understood that real progress takes time. They stopped comparing timelines. They stopped panicking over age, status, or speed. While others chased quick wins, these men built foundations. And what compounds slowly lasts longer. Point 7. Men who invested in body and mind. The men rising in 2026 respected their systems, their health, their energy, their focus. They didn't chase extremes. They chose sustainability. Because a weak body can't carry a strong vision, and a distracted mind can't build discipline. Point 6. Men who learn to be alone without escaping. Some men fear silence. Others use it to rebuild. The comeback men of 2026 learned how to sit with themselves. No constant distractions. No emotional escape. In solitude, they gained clarity. In stillness, they found direction. Being alone didn't break them. It sharpened them. Point 5. Men who took full responsibility. 2026 belongs to men who stopped blaming everything else. Not society, not circumstances, not the past. Responsibility is not shame. It's power. The moment a man accepts ownership of his life, he regains control, and control creates momentum. Point 4. Men who chose discipline over motivation. Motivation fades. Discipline stays. The men winning in 2026 are not emotional. They are consistent. They show up tired. They show up uncertain. They show up anyway. Discipline isn't punishment. It's self-respect in action. Point 3. Men who stopped seeking validation. 2026 is a comeback year for men who stopped performing for approval. No more chasing praise. No more living for attention. These men learned that validation weakens focus. When you approve of yourself, you move with quiet confidence, not noise. Point 2. Men who practiced semen retention. This part isn't talked about openly, but it matters. 2026 is a comeback year for men who practice semen retention. Not out of superstition, but out of self-mastery. These men learned that constant release drains focus, energy, and drive. They chose restraint over impulse, control over craving. Semen retention isn't about denial. It's about redirection. Energy saved is energy invested into work, purpose, health, and discipline. When a man controls his urges, he stops being controlled by them. Point 1. Men who hit a low point and learned from it. At the foundation of every comeback is a low point, a moment that forced honesty. Failure stripped the ego. Struggle created clarity. Men who've been humbled don't return reckless. They return focused. Rock bottom wasn't the end. It was the reset. Conclusion. 2026 will reward men who choose discipline over comfort, control over chaos, purpose over impulse. A comeback isn't loud, it's intentional. If you're rebuilding in silence, staying consistent, mastering yourself, your time is coming. This is Men Uncovered. Subscribe and stay sharp. Comment below. 2026 is my comeback year. Remember, a man who controls himself controls his future.